What up, what up, what up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you, man. Had to jump on the channel real fast and talk to you about the real reason Skylar Diggins pushed Caitlin Clark in the back at the game this weekend. Guys, I would have thought that after the Olympics and after the ratings were horrible for the Olympics and you know, all the things that went down with Caitlin Clark getting snubbed and that kind of thing would be over with in the second half of the season. I thought they would have been accepting of the fact that, okay, this girl is the real deal and that kind of thing. But when I saw the game against the Seattle Storm, I said, oh my God, Skylar Diggins just pushed Caitlin Clark in the back. And I'm seeing a lot of guys on YouTube talk about it and that kind of thing. Skylar Diggins, they had played the Seattle Storm before, and that didn't happen. Well, everybody saw they ran a bone up in Seattle. Caitlin Clark, dropped another 30-piece almost. 9 assists, five rebounds. Started off a little cold, but at the end of the day, guys, we don't realize why Skylar Diggins was hot, right? Skylar Diggins is hot because we tend to forget how much of a baller this girl was in the state of Indiana. Gatorade Player of the Year and all that kind of stuff. Went to Notre Dame. She was the cat's meow when she was at Notre Dame. Went to the Final Four a couple times. I think she went to the championship a couple times. Well, now who's the only person people are talking about in Indiana? Guys, I'm watching Caitlin Clark just take over that state and the city of Indianapolis. And instead of Skylar Diggins getting a welcome home appreciation, she ends up pushing Caitlin Clark in the back. And she ends up being right behind her coach when the coach got mad that Christy Sides didn't bench the starters. That's why she pushed her in the back, guys. The same one who claiming mental health and she got bullied her rookie year. What is she doing to Caitlin Clark? She done had to bump her. And Caitlin Clark, guys, she didn't even let it bother her. And that's going to make them even more mad. She made Diana Taurasi irrelevant. And now Skylar Diggins, who was the cat's meow back in the mid-2000s, 2008, 9, 10, right? Now, all of a sudden, Skylar Diggins out here talking about mental health. And while that's important, she just showed she didn't care about the mental health of Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark was talking to her crowd. She was not taunting Skylar Diggins. And so what you're seeing, guys, is that's Skylar Diggins is now exuding the frustration that all these other players got, that Caitlin Clark is the face of the league. She's the only thing that matters. And with college football coming back, now the WNBA gonna have some competition because they were really only competing with the Big Three and competing with Major League Baseball. But now they got college football, and all these girls who hating on Caitlin Clark gonna realize their ratings gonna drop unless they're playing Caitlin Clark. Because when college football and NFL football comes back, nobody's really gonna care about the WNBA outside of Caitlin Clark, and the ratings are already showing that beforehand. The Olympics made it worse. These 2 games this weekend show that this is Caitlin Clark's lead. That's the only reason people are tuning in, guys. I ain't saying other people ain't watching the other games, but watching at this level is exactly why Skylar Diggins, and the announcer made a point that on Wednesday night, Skylar Diggins is going to be profiled for her battles with mental health and how she was bullied. And then look at what she did and how she acted at the game. That's why she did it, because she used to be a star in Indianapolis, but the only star that people care about in Indianapolis now is Caitlin Clark. Skylar Diggins should have taken a page out of Tyrese Halliburton. He was standing up. He was at both home games this weekend, standing up, applauding this girl, because when you see it, guys, if you don't acknowledge it now, Rookie of the Year, working her way for Player of the Year, if they play like this, they going deep in the playoffs. It's time to give this girl her props. All the haters got to line up right now because it's just getting ugly. And by the way, these refs need to stop calling techs because they doing it on purpose so that when she gets to number 7, she'll be suspended. So if Caitlin Clark can keep the emotions under control, guys, they going deep in the playoffs. This girl is on another level, and that Olympic break, this ain't got nothing to do with rest. This got everything to do with a renewed focus. And this girl is doing some things we've never seen before, and we're enjoying watching. Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think, man. Was Skylar Diggins out of line, or was Skylar Diggins, was Skylar Diggins on point for doing what she did to Caitlin Clark, man? Is Jeff crazy or is Jeff on to something? If you hadn't already, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications. And until next time, I'm gonna holler.